Good morning, everyone. It's Sherry from Sheepy Stitchy World. Hello, 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 hello. Yes, I'm thirsty already. Why? Because I'm starting this for the 5th time. I don't know what I'm doing this morning. It's too early. Today is Friday, January 24th, 2025, and this is Floss Tube number 79. Welcome to my Floss Tube channel, all about cross stitch. Hello, hello, hello. You like my hair? You turn into your 60s, and my hair has gotten wavy and curly, so I just went with the wet look. I said, forget it. I can't get it straightened out no more. About 3 years ago it started. When I turned about 62, it started. What do I want to talk about? Stats for 2024. I am not doing a whip parade. I have too many whips. I have a bin upstairs of my Halloween stuff that I'm working on. And then in the basement, there's like 3 different areas in the basement where I have whips. And it's like, I just can't do it right now. Not with my legs and everything. And it's too cold in the basement. And I'm not going to bring everything upstairs because there's just way too many whips to show. I will admit, and I'm not ashamed of it, I have over 200 whips probably. It doesn't bother me. I love starting stuff. I will get back and I will be able to finish them. One day I will get back to it. I will not have as many starts after this year. So for 2024, I did have 37 finishes. So at least I did put a dent in it. All I do is I write it in my notebook and then I type up the list of what I've done. I think I've got like 5 or 6 years typed up. And I just write down, you know, if I change colors and everything. So yeah, so that's all I'm going to say about 2024. 2025, I have 2 finishes already. I can't find my bin that I put my precious moments in the last half of December and the first maybe few days of January. I was working on precious moments. I love stitching it, but after a while, I can't stitch it anymore. So I switched to the ornaments. Eventually our spare room for Christmas, I'd like to decorate in precious moments. Have a small tree in there of ornaments and then get some stuff for the wall done. So my first finish of the year is this little soldier boy. And I found this piece of fabric in my stash, small piece. And there he is. I love how he turned out. Love the colors. I did change all the colors. If you've seen my past videos, you'll know that I bought a whole bunch of anchor floss that was on sale. And this is all stitch and anchor floss. And I really like how it fills it in. It doesn't tangle. I like stitching with it. So I'm glad I did what I did, and I'm glad I did what I did this week. Our local L&S, well, local to me, which I don't really go to because I get lost getting there. It's like 45 minutes away. They're selling out of their anchor floss. DMC bought anchor out and they can no longer get the anchor floss. They're unable to get it through their distributor. So they put all their anchor floss on sale and I bought one of every single color. I'm nuts, I know. But I says, get it now while you can get it because Joann Fabrics no longer has it. So I did buy that. Wait till you see what I bought in this last week. My second finish is Heart and Hand Frosty Tiny Town. Let's do it like that. Everything falls out. And let's do it this way. Excuse the wrinkles. I don't do any ironing until I'm ready to finish because it just gets packed away until then. And there's my finish. Can you see it? I know it's wrinkled. I apologize. I really like the snowman in there. I debated about taking the snowman out because I thought, wow, he's as big as the house is. And that's what a couple people mentioned when I showed pictures on Facebook. But you know what? He fits in. He looks cute. So yes, I have 2 finishes. This is actually an SAF start and finish. I finished this in 1 week. I couldn't put it down. I just kept stitching and stitching and stitching. Heart and Hand. Their tiny towns are like that for me. I have an idea I'm going to send to them about tiny towns. Maybe do like a dog tiny town and a cat tiny town. Can you imagine all kinds of dog houses? Ooh, I got to send that to them. Okay, let's go into whips. I am working on a lot of whips. Since I finished my goal for January, I have a list of what I'm doing for January. I do have a Facebook group page called She Bee Stitchy World. We do a different stitch along every month. You don't have to do the stitch along. You can stitch on whatever you want, but I try to set up a stitch along. For January, the holidays were New Year's Day, Martin Luther King Day. The theme was winter, snow, snowman. Colors were, you work on something that either has white, light blue, or gray. So that was my heart and hand, and that was my precious moments. I finished my goals. So I went into my Halloween, and for turning 65 last year, I am doing 65 Halloween starts between August and August. Last October, I have 31 starts already because I do one new start every day in the month of October from the Just Cross Stitch Current Halloween magazine. So we're almost, we're getting there. I think I am on number 24 or 25 right now of the second half of my Halloween. So we're gonna make it no problem. So I'm trying to get all of those out of the way. Okay, one of the whips is Ghost Crossing. I'm not gonna try to pronounce the designer's name because I'll butcher it. I dye my own fabric, so all of these fabrics I have dyed. So I got the RIP headstone done. I try to get at least a little bit done so it's not like I'm cheating. So I get to a certain point and say, okay, I can start another one. My husband thinks I'm crazy for starting all these, but I enjoy it. Okay, the next one I worked on, I'm dropping everything. These are all three by the same designer. This is, I'm assuming it means group photo. And I got the cat done. Look at this face. Isn't he cute? So yeah, so I try to get one motif done when I do this type of cross stitching. What did I do with my current one? I lost. I cannot show the last one because I don't know what I just did with my. Well, forget that. If I find it, I'll show it. Okay, I can't show the one I'm working on now because I don't know what I did with the piece I'm working on. Huh. Must have fallen someplace. Okay, forget it. Let's not waste time. Here's the next set. I have my DMC colors in every project bag. Holidays don't match with the fabrics, but that's okay. Lila's Studio. I have everything in folders. Each color is for a different holiday. I'm a holiday stitcher. Halloween is purple, orange, and black folders. Halloween Quaker. I'm not a Quaker person, but I love these. And I got quite a bit done. I started this one over too because I didn't like the way it looked the first time. I am stitching this on 18 count Aida using 2 strands. The black I am using from the Black Cone DMC cone that I got off of Amazon. They have the large black cones. I use a lot of black. I'm a Halloween stitcher. You can say that 90% of my stitching is probably Halloween, and I'm trying to do other holidays. Next one is a Happy Halloween. Aren't these cute? And I got a lot done on this one too. I think I worked 3 or 4 days on this one. Yeah, let's get it in the light. Sorry. Let's do it this way. I need to get more organized. Doing this upstairs is much harder than doing it in the basement. There we go. Got a lot done on that. Look at the colors. Pumpkins and everything. I like how that's turning out on that fabric. If I put it away right away, then I don't have to do it later. Okay, so there's Lila's Studio. Oops. Let's put you back in your project bag. Okay. This one has nothing in it because that was my heart in a hand. Primrose Cottage. And let's see, this is done on 16 Ada. This is Halloween. It's on a purplish, peachy yellow fabric that I dyed. Let's do this. There we go. And I got Halloween in October done on that one. The next one I worked on is Happy Halloween. And this is just a piece of fabric that I found in my stash. I don't know what size. I don't know what kind of fabric it is. It's very soft, which I don't mind, but I got a little bit done. It's a very small count, very hard for me to work on with my eyes. But I'm enjoying it. I really am enjoying that one. And I am only using one strand of floss on that, and it's got great coverage for that since it's a smaller count. Then the next one is Witch Next Door. Look at that house. Look at how big that house is. Wow. I'm thinking about using a Sulky Blendables for that house instead of making it a solid white. I have sort of grayish black on a spool that I think might look really nice. I did not do much stitching on this one. It's on an orangey black, and that is all I got. But it's a start. I got one of the houses or windows, and then the flag. So yeah, so those are my whips that I've been working on this month. I actually got a lot of stitching done. I'm very happy with that. And here's all my floss for all of those. Each project bag has its own floss, which is why I always have to buy it. But I'm way ahead, so I'm good with that. Still don't know what happened to my one cross stitch project. And that's the current one I'm working on. Oh, here it is. There's my current project that I'm working on. It's a little girl. She's gonna have orange in her dress, and then there'll be orange and a lot of orange in there. Okay, so that's my current one. Is this? Yes. Let's do this properly, right? This is what I'm working on right now. I'll work on this for a couple more days, and then I'll get ready to do my February stitching. Sorry about that. Okay, next, let's look at the list. I did finishes. Oh, I wanted to show something. I'll be right back, sorry. I'm walking slowly, so I apologize. Country Stitchers showed this on their floss tube, and I bought it. It's the Grittin' Light. It's very bright, and I attached this to my scroll frame. I have the floor stand with it, and this attaches nicely on the scroll frame. What I wanted to let you know is I noticed on whenever I used my floor stand, I saw some blackness on the back of my fabrics when it was rolled up, and I kept thinking my hands aren't dirty. I wash them all the time. I don't eat around my stitching. On the inside, where this clips onto your scroll frame, there is black rubber. The black rubber was rubbing off on my cross stitching. Luckily, it was only on the back side. It didn't damage it. So I took the scroll frame self-stick. This is the part that goes on the scroll frame. And I put a piece on each side so that it doesn't rub off. The rubber looks like this. So if you do have this light, protect that black rubber, do something, because it will rub off if you put it on your fabric. But I love this light. It twists, it has brightness, it goes down, and then it changes the color: orange, red, blue, white. But yeah, I just wanted to mention, I got this on Amazon. They have different colors, not too expensive. I bought 2, and it's called Grittin, G-R-I-T-I-N. And I think it's called a book lamp. But yeah, if you put this on your fabrics, protect that black rubber. I didn't want to forget about that. I'm glad I put that on my list. Okay. Let's go into haul. I didn't do too bad. First one is, I'm assuming this means I am dropping everything. Autumn City, and I have not picked out my fabrics yet because I haven't been down to the basement to do this. So this is this one. I love their designs. I got to think about houses lately, especially in Halloween. So there's that one. New to me designer, Flossabilities, Trick or Treat Town. Houses again. I love the colors. Flossabilities, Trick or Treat Town. Look at that. Pretty sure I have some grayish type fabric I can use. Then we have Teresa Koget's Flurry. I bought this from Garan Stitchery. There are 9 designs by Teresa. Now, I don't know why, but I thought these were going to be more snowmen, but it's not, which is fine. I found, I think, 3 or 4 that I'm definitely going to stitch. There's these 2. One is Bearing Gifts. One is Be Merry Stitched, and then the Happy Birthday Jesus. I love her books. Then we have Snow Clown, Pray for Peace, and Winter Bouquet. I will definitely be doing the Pray for Peace. Let's get that light. And then we have Snow Family, Welcome, and Friendship. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any of these because I wanted it more for the snowman cover. So yeah, so you get 9 designs in one book. But for some reason I expected all snowmen. I don't know why, but you never know when you get her books. She does a very good job with everything. So yes, I found 3 projects I'm definitely going to be doing. I have to pick out my fabrics. Okay, my local L&S. It was minus 22 degrees below zero where they're at. They're about 45 minutes further south from us. So because it was that cold, they had a 22% off for one day. Everything on their site, including things on sale. I thought, I like working with the Anchor Floss. Let's get some more. So I called and I said, is your Anchor Floss still on sale? She said yes, and I go, is it included with the 22% off sale on the website? This is what I'd like to do. So I heard them in the background. She was talking to the lady, and she goes, I have a customer on the line. She wants to know if she can get the 22% off on the Anchor Floss. And I heard laughing. They said, sure, give it to her. It's the second time I've done this. Asked for it to be mail, priority mail. And I said, just give me one of every color that you have left. And they did. And they did a great job packaging. One doesn't look so good because I dropped it and floss fell out. But this is how they pack it. Look at how pretty that is. So I got 22% off their sale price. This side looks better than the other side because half of it fell out. It's very nice to stitch with. I stitch with it with my Precious Moments. And this way, if I want to change colors, I can just change colors. I got the variegated floss also. So yeah, so I'm all set with Anchor Floss. I figured might as well get it. I mean, I think it was on sale for 49 cents and I got it for like 39 cents, a little bit less. 400 some colors. My husband goes, oh my God, you got the floss. I says, this is my second batch. I've been crazy. I figured get it while I can get it because once it's gone, it's gone. Okay, let's go into plans. My plans for February are the stitch along in the Facebook group page is holiday is Valentine's Day. Theme is Valentine's. Could be hearts, candy, Cupid, anything to do with Valentine's Day. Colors, reds, pinks, violets, any kind of color you want to stitch in for Valentine's Day. You don't have to follow that, but I picked out a whole bunch of Valentine, well, not a whole bunch, but enough to keep me busy. Here's the floss. I have to get it put into bags. Grill Point de Croix, and I am going to be working on the Love on Platter. I'm going to start that. I am going to be working on a white fabric. I thought that would work the best. I may change that. I may go to a light blue. I'll have to see once I start doing my February stitching. I have to get my flosses ready. That's something I need to do. I'll probably do that this weekend. So there's that. Then we have my Christmas dog bag. And I put woof woof. And this is Waxing Moon Designs. Floss is all ready, which means these will be whips. So I do work on my whips. And I will be working on, I think it's, yes. It's the Valentine House Trio, and I am doing this as one long project, which is what I've been doing with their houses. And this is where I am. I got one house done. So I'll continue working on that. And that's the top house. So I'll be working. Maybe I can have a finish with this one. Because usually when they start their house trios, I usually can't put it down. So that's the one I'll be doing with that one. And then if I meet all my goals for February, I can go back to Halloween stitching. My next one is Raise the Roof. Lots of colors because I picked out DMC for everything that I'm doing by Raise the Roof. And I think I have a Valentine's Day for this. We have the turkey dressing. We have the Easter. We have the Halloween. Love laundry. Okay, this is on an 18 Ada Love Laundry, and I got quite a bit done on this one. Let's get this folded up so I can show it properly. Sorry about the fold marks. And that's what I got done on that one so far. So yeah, I got quite a bit done on that. Maybe we'll have a finish with this one too. It went fast. So those are my 3 projects that I plan on working on in February. And again, you know, if I happen to finish all 3 of them, I can go back to Halloween. Or I might do Halloween on the weekends because I'd like to get the 65 starts done and get it out of the way. So yeah, so those are my plans for February. It's in my Eagle bag. And I put red, white, and blue on the inside. So I have all that upstairs. Okay, so that's it for cross stitching. I would like to make one mention. Some may know, some may not know. I am a huge Osmond fan. I have been an Osmond fan since the 70s. I have traveled to see them. I used to go to Branson every single year for about 15, 20 years. I got to know them really well. Had dinner with them, went to their parents' house and everything. I've had a good time. I've got my best friends from meeting the Osmonds. I used to go to all their, you know, I went to a lot of shows, not as much as the diehard fans went, but I did a lot of traveling to be able to see them and meet them, and I've met all of them. January 1st, we lost one of the original Osmond brothers. And this is my favorite picture. It was taken in Branson in 2003. And we lost Wayne. He was 73 years old. He had a massive stroke and he passed away on January 1st. He was the goofy one of the group. He was the one who always told the jokes, but he also had a serious side. He retired from performing. He lost his hearing. He had cochlear implants. He had brain cancer. He had a brain tumor. He survived that. And he came back and performed again in Branson. He told us all about that surgery. Oh, it was horrific for him. He was in a lot of pain and everything. He talked to us about it. So I just wanted to make mention. He was my mom's favorite. He'll be missed. I don't travel anymore to go see them. But yeah, this is my favorite picture, all 6 brothers. So Wayne, rest in peace. We'll miss you. So other than that, I will continue to work on Valentine's Day. I will continue to work on my Halloween starts. And then we'll see what goes on for March. Stay safe, stay warm. If you're in California, I'm praying for you. I'm hoping they get all these fires out, and let's pray for the U.S. and hopefully everything will work out. Thanks for joining me, and until the end of March, I will see you then. Bye-bye.